Hi, I'm Matt from Motorsport Electronics, and we're going to give you a quick spin around of our PDM we've been working on for the last 2 years. This system is a 24-channel high current capable PDM with all the great features you'd expect: logging, USB-C connectivity, dual CAN bus, and 16 software selectable analog, digital and frequency inputs as well. But let's jump straight into the software because that's really what matters. So jumping into the software, we've gone for a visual approach to setting up and configuring a PDM. That is, everything within the PDM is configured within this canvas system. So I'm going to go ahead first of all and use this little red push button here to make those brake lights turn on. Very simple sort of example, but it does show some of the power. So let's go ahead and create a new digital input. And we know that this button is wired to input 8, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put it on a pull down such that when 12 volts comes into the system, it triggers. And if we click on here and I press this button, I can see the voltage coming in and also the state of the button coming out on this node here. And let's make it drive that brake light. So go into our outputs, add a power output, and the brake lights on our system are connected to power output 9 down here. I'm not going to change too much of the current settings. I'm going to leave all that alone. I might just call that BL for brake lights, and I'm going to create that there. Now, if I link this state to the trigger, again, I can bring the current feed up. I can see when I press it, the brake light will come on the rig and immediately responds. And as a quick change here, I'll change that one to toggle, and we can see that a quick press will toggle the input off and on. Okay, now what I might do is have it instead so that a CAN keypad button does this. So let's go up to our keypads. Let's add a keypad. We'll just call it driver for the sake of a name. We'll leave this one alone, but we'll make it match our keypad settings. And I'll make this button here, I'm going to call this button KP. And I'd like this button instead to also trigger this output. So let's go ahead and add a CAN related keypad button. Choose the button, that one, press OK, and now I can see the button signal is coming from this keypad button, and I will use an OR gate to trigger this output by reconnecting like this and reconnecting like this. So now in any state, I need to turn that button off as well. In any state, I can see that the button is triggered via this OR gate. Now, I could also do other more complex things, for example, like add a timer, so a 3-second timer, which when triggered will start counting and only run this output whilst it's counting. So let's go ahead and try it. So it triggers it, it runs for 3 seconds, and then it turns off. There's obviously a myriad of other features here, such as managing CAN inputs and outputs, drawing in variables and so on, and mapping them to different features within the PDM. So once we've made our little circuit on here, now it could be that we have hundreds and hundreds of inputs and outputs, everything all wired up and complex, and we want to go to the car, we can just punch generate setup sheet, and the system will produce for us a setup sheet we can print telling us how we need to wire things, the currents and the recommended wire, and also what the triggerings are going to be doing to cause them to happen. Now, we do have a full deep dive video that's nearly an hour long. If you would like to be involved in the beta program and get access to that video, as well as be involved in actual physical unit testing before this product goes live, please fill out the form below attached to this video, and we will send you a link for the deep dive, as well as get you involved in our beta testing group. Thanks, everyone.